Hey guys, how's it going? Today we are back for another Halloween movie, and the movie we'll be reviewing today is Rob Zombie's Halloween.
We have right for you, Little Uzi, a Rob Zombie poster.
I know, I know, but this movie was released on August 31st, 2007. So, if I'm correct, I think this movie is just a little bit controversial because I think it's very split whether who you like him or you don't. And I'm on the side where I think these movies are not too bad. So this movie is really just the 1978 Halloween, but with a Rob Zombie twist to it, if you know what I mean. And if you don't know what I mean, then that means that the characters are a lot more fucked up. They like the word fuck a lot more. And the best way I can really describe it is they're just a lot more gritty, if that makes sense. There's a lot more sex and nudity in the movie. And if you're squeamish to gore, it will be in the movie too. So that is all in this movie in the Rob Zombie style. This movie can get very brutal because this is actually one of the most brutal Halloween movies that has ever come out. And I'm not going to show anything just because of how brutal it is, and YouTube will be like, no. So not going to show anything. You can find that on your own time, but it is really just fucked up. They take an interesting turn on Michael's character that I really like a lot, and they go a little more in depth to his kid version, but I'll get more into that in the spoiler section, so stick around. I like most of the characters in the movie, but I really just don't like the main girl herself, Lori. I don't like her in the first half. In the last half of the movie, I think she's fine, but in that first half, I just don't like her because Lori's supposed to be innocent, supposed to be the girl that we can relate to, and she is not. She is over-sexualized. I know this might be just a little bit controversial, but I like Rob Zombie's Halloween of Michael a little bit less or just as much as the 1978 version of Michael. And the reason for that, before you get out your pitchforks, is he's massive. The actor playing him was 6'9". He towers over everyone. I mean, he's massive, and he just towers over everyone, and it feels like no one has a chance against him. And we haven't seen many good Michaels in the movies. We've only seen, 1, 2, this movie, and then the 2018 Halloween Kills. Something in H2O that I complained about, but I like in this movie is there are very specific times you can see Michael's eyes. In H2O, you could always see Michael's eyes, but in this movie, they pick this points where you can see Michael's eyes. And it doesn't feel like when you look into his eyes, you're looking into a person. It feels like you're looking something that nothing is there. It feels like that's what Michael is supposed to be. It's how they always describe him, but the actor's eyes actually feel like that. And when the eyes are completely blacked out and you can't see the actor's eyes, it makes it even scarier just because it's oh shit. It's really weird and it seems a little bit scary. And then when the eyes are blacked out and he's doing his normal Michael thing, it's just awesome. I know I've already said this before, but when I was younger, I was probably a little bit too young. I watched Halloween, and I watched a good amount of them. I watched 1, 2, and this one, and I think I watched some of the Thorn trilogies. But so like I already said, I've had nightmares of Michael, and it wasn't just any Michael. It was Rob Zombie's Michael in particular, and the reason for that was because he's fucking massive, he was fucking scary, and he was super brutal as well. So it would just be very vivid in my mind of how scary he was when I was younger. So like I said earlier, this movie is very sexualized, and that's a major downside for me because I really don't want to see tits on the screen every 20 to 30 minutes. It's not necessary. And I know a lot of slashers do it, but I feel like Rob Zombie does it a lot more, and it's just worse. I don't know why. I don't like it. I also love the new Dr. Loomis. And of course, I know he will never be Donald Pleasence, but the actor is not trying to be Donald Pleasence. This is his own Dr. Loomis. This isn't the Donald Pleasence Dr. Loomis where we could find that safety in. This Dr. Loomis is kind of a little bit weird, and he's kind of more looking for fame in Michael, trying to be an opportunist than what Arnold Pleasant Columbus was doing. He's very aggressive, and I can get a little more into that later, but but like I said, he's looking for fame off of Michael, but we'll also get more into that in the second movie. There's some more cool stuff in the movie, but I will get more into that in the spoiler section. So, let's just hop right into the score for Rob Zombie's Halloween. And the score is a 8 out of 10. I like this movie a lot. It obviously has some flaws and it's not as good as the original, but it always will be a fun watch. So now we're getting into the spoiler section. So this is your time to leave. I highly recommend this movie, but if you're not a big fan of like gore, I wouldn't say big fan, if you're squeamish with it, this is probably not the movie for you. You can just skip over these 2 Halloweens and go on to 2018, but if you do want to go watch the movie, go watch it. And if you do care about spoilers, get the fuck out of here. Go. So with them gone, let's just get right into the good shit. I really like seeing Michael as a kid, and I liked how it set up, like, the warning signs for a psychopath. Like, how he was, like, abused at home, how he was bullied, how he would kill small animals. It was just something that was a nice touch on Michael's character, and I would say made his character a little bit deeper. And like I said, some of the cool stuff is we get to see this Michael recreate some of the original Michael's kills, like Bob's kill. And that kill's a lot more brutal because he like stabs him to the wall and his like legs are shaking, his whole body's twitching. And then we get to see a remake of Linda's kill. And Linda's kill is one where he has like the sheet over him and the glasses on. And he doesn't strangle her. I think he like stabs her in the back or something like that. They are obviously more brutal and more sexualized because that's just the Rob Zombie fashion. Oh, Michael's mask. This is going to be a fun topic. So, I actually am a massive fan of this Michael's mask. I think it looks super cool because if you don't know, Michael got it from his sister's boyfriend who brought it to the house when he was like 7 or 8, whenever he killed his stepdad, his sister, and the boyfriend. So, he kills all of them, wears the mask, and then before he gets taken off, he puts the mask in the floorboards. Comes back all the years later and breaks into the floorboards, grabs a knife that he used to kill his sister, and grabs the mask. So, the mask is supposed to look fucking nasty, disgusting, and looks like it's been in a floorboard for like 20 years. And it looks like that. And because it's like cracked and it looks awesome. Like, look at how fucked up this mask is. You cannot tell me it is not cool. They also don't hide the fact that Laurie and Michael are related. Like, they introduce that right off the bat because this is a major plot point for this movie and the next movie. The interesting thing is, Michael really does not want to kill Laurie because Laurie is, like, her only, like, connection back to his mom. And she's actually the one that attacks him. I mean, I don't blame her. Because if a fucking 6'9" murdering psychopath in a mask kills all of your friends, comes in, kidnaps you, takes you to a random place, and just expects you to be cool with it, I'm not going to be cool with it, dog. It's okay, though, and it'll be a massive, like, even bigger plot point in the next movie. In total, this movie is the best remake to come out in the late 2000s, because they were remaking, like, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, and this movie is by far the best remake. It's a fun watch, and it's something I watch at least once every Halloween. Hell, I even have this movie on disc. I mean, the only reason for that is I got it at FYE, and it was, like, super cheap because it was, like, right after Halloween. But we're not going to talk about that. So, with that out of the way, let's mark off Rob Zombie's Halloween. So, obviously, right here in this little beautiful timeline right here, and we can just boop, boop. I know. Only have 2 days left. Sad, right? I'm going to miss his little backdrop. It's going to be sad. Alright, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, click that like button. Yeah, you thought I froze, didn't you? Nah, I'm right here. So, if you liked it, click the like button. Comment what you thought about the video. Did you hate it? Was it mid? Was it okay? And click subscribe. Because if you don't, I'm going to throw a piano at you. Just, why not? Piano coming right your way. So click the bigger button for your safety. And I hope you have a fan-fucking-tastic day. I will see you tomorrow, and deuces.